Hello, fabulous people. This is the Together podcast, and this is the place where Cherise and I come together to help you get it together for your everyday business life. So we hope you enjoy. Good evening, my fabulous people. I think I'm looking a little dark here. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't check my lighting before I got on, but I'm not going to be here for you guys before you long this evening. Cherise, as like me, we've been packing our clients in so we can take a true Christmas holiday off and break off. So you guys have me this week, and then hopefully it'll be both of us next week, and then we'll be off for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks going into the new year. What I want to talk to you guys tonight is about strategic planning for 2024. So it is so important for you to sit down and really think about what you want your 2024 to look like. I've been listening to a coach by the name of Dan Sullivan, and one of the things that Dan says is that the person with the greatest intention is the person who's going to win. And so as you look at 2024, really sit down and strategically plan what your 2024 will look like. I'm going to ask that you sit down and you go through all of your numbers and that you break all those numbers down into exactly what needs to happen and how. So let's say you want to make $200,000 next year, and that's going to take you having 20 clients. Okay. What does it take for you to get one client? And like, how many phone calls do you have to make? How many Instagram posts do you have to make? What does it take for you to get one client? So look at 2023 and see, okay, I did all of these actions and I came out of 2023 with 10 clients. So if you need to double that number, then you need to double all of your actions. So if you're posting on Instagram 2 times a day, then you go to 4 times a day. If you are making 5 cold calls, then you need to make 10 cold calls. And so that's really strategic and detailed planning of your 2024. The other thing that I would like to challenge you to do for 2024 is to go ahead and plan your vacations. And so people are burning out. So it's like we came out of the pandemic and then we started working. Some of us, we started working really hard because we had to catch up. Others, we just wanted to, like, it was there and we were free. And so we've been working, and we're not taking the time to rest and rejuvenate. And so what I want you to think about is filling your gas tank up for the trip ahead, as opposed to burning out and then saying, oh my God, I need to take a vacation. All right. So ideally, I would like for you to have one day a month where it is a complete do nothing day. Like, you absolutely do nothing except for things that will rejuvenate your soul. So whether that's a hike in nature or hop in movies all day long, but one do nothing day a month. Once a quarter, I would like for you to have a small vacation. So 2, 3, 4 days, again, rejuvenating, something that's going to give you joy and pleasure. You're not thinking about or working about work. And then every 6 months, I would like for you to take a larger vacation. So I've been talking to so many clients lately who have indulged in that vacation and talked about how restful and rejuvenated they felt, how their brain felt clear, how they had more clarity. And so there is something to really giving your time, your body, your energy, all of that, the time and space to rest. Something also that I've been really reading and researching is how much rest plays into the efficacy of our brain and how well we're thinking. And so those of you guys who are working these 14, 16-hour days, I want to encourage you to schedule an hour in there where you can rest, like eat and take a nap, or take a nap and eat, however you want to do it, but really rest and rejuvenate yourself. Again, I really want you thinking about how to fill your gas tank up for the year ahead, how to plan out those things where you need rest. Also, I did a very poor job this year of financially planning for December because I'm going to take those last 2 weeks off. I'm still going to take them off, but I didn't plan as well, and so I'm also going to ask you guys to sit down and figure out your finances like me, and so that next year, if you decide to take 2 weeks off at the end of the year, like I do every year, that you're not feeling the financial crunch of that, and you're able to do it with ease. So I know what happened in mid-year, but I could have still planned better. And so it's like, oh my God, Christmas is here. And so I really want you guys to do that and participate in really thinking about that and sitting down and figuring out, okay, how much money do I need if I'm going to take off 2 weeks in December and start saving for that effective January the 1st with that. And I'm going to do the same. Actually, I'm going to I take the last 2 weeks off December so I can really kind of spend time and have fun with my family, visit with friends. There's certain friends that I only see once a year at Christmas because maybe it's a day drive or something. So I'm going to encourage you to do that because that's really very rejuvenating for me. Hopefully it's rejuvenating for you. So have those visits and things that you don't have. But another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 days to concentrate on what my business needs to look like for 2024. So I'm going to take myself to a local resort, so I'm not driving far, but I will be turning my cell phone off and just sitting down and working and planning out all of these numbers. And so we don't know what the future is going to hold, but when you take time to think about all of your numbers and what it actually takes and how many phone calls do I need to make, how many doctor's offices do I need to visit, how many cold calls or warm calls or leads or speaking events or anything, how many of those do I need to do to really hit my goal? And you sit down and you really think about that. And then after you think about it, you write it all down, see if it makes sense. Then you put it all in the calendar. Then even if the year goes completely wonky, you will come out being more productive and ahead of the game than anybody else because that thinking and that forethought and the power of writing it down, it has its own power. So you guys have heard, I hope you've heard, that when you write something down, it's 50% more likely to happen. So you automatically, by writing all of this down as detailed as you can get, like, this is the day that I'm going to review my numbers for quarter number 1. This is the day that I'm going to go out marketing. This is the day that I'm going to do this. When you get all of that written down and you really look at it, you really also get a sense of what you need to do and who you need to be for your business. Also, if you would, so after you get your vacation scheduled, which I want that to be first, you guys, I really want you taking time and enjoying yourself and enjoying your life. I don't want you working and then like all work and no play is going to make you not happy and resentful. So I really want to make sure that you're resting and you're taking those vacations and you're spending your time with your family and your friends to be really rejuvenated, because that's the why of why we all do this, at least for me. So it may not be for you. After you plan your vacations, the next thing I want you to plan out in your year is the educational conferences you're going to go to and any type of conventions or anything that you need to upgrade your skills. So I would love for everybody to have at least like one convention that they go to consistently. And so even though I've been off, I fell off for the pandemic, but consistently I go to my annual sex therapy conference because I really want to be a great sex therapist. And so going to the conference keeps me on the leading edge of what's going on with the latest techniques. Then I'm passionate about leadership and being a good leader. And so TD Jakes has a leadership conference that I go to. But also, y'all, I'm really trying to move into the coaching realm. And so this year I'm going to add a coaching conference or some type of conference or training around coaching so that I'm really moving into that arena. Because that's who I want to become. And so I want to move into that. So I want you to do the same things. So vacations first, put those vacations in there. Put those birthdays in there, put those family events in there so that they're in your calendar for next year. Then after that, I want you to put all of these things that are going to help you be the person you want to be. Put those in your calendar. Then we're going to put all the marketing events, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to get our clients in and make the money that we need to make. Yeah, that's it. So that's all I have for you guys this evening. We're keeping it short and sweet because I know you have a lot going on the holiday season, as I have a lot going on in the holiday season. For anybody who's lost a loved one, my heart and prayers are going out to you. And if you need somebody to talk to, email me. We'll figure out how to get you in because I want you to be listened to and heard. So, all right, short and sweet 10 minutes, guys. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we'll see you next week. And then we'll probably be off for 3 weeks coming into the new year. All right. So Merry Christmas. Happy holiday season.
Jungle.